Hi guys, this is the 26th day of the 31 Days of Horror, and for today I'll be reviewing the film Leprechaun Origins. Leprechaun Origins is intended to be a reboot of the Leprechaun series, and I kind of grew up with that series because it was released when I was a kid, and it's not really good and it's very cheesy, but it has like that nostalgic value, so I have rewatched the films multiple times, although the In the Hood ones were pretty bad, and I definitely have not rewatched those. So Leprechaun Origins follows two couples, Sophie and Ben, and David and Jenny, who are traveling through Ireland. They come to this pub in a smaller village, and one of the men at the pub tells them that there's a piece of history that isn't on the guidebooks, the travel guides that they have. And Sophie is a history major. She's really into history. And the man at the pub tells them that he'll take them to a cabin where they can stay overnight, and then they can go look at this historical site the next day. So Sophie convinces the other three people that she's traveling with to do this. What they don't know is that this village entices traveling foreigners and uses them as a sacrifice to a leprechaun to protect the village. Now, I can completely understand wanting to update the Leprechaun series because it was incredibly cheesy. Just very cheesy, and it was very campy. The acting wasn't very good. Like, people like it because, like I said, they grew up with it. But yeah, they weren't great movies, so I can understand wanting to do something different with this. But the direction that they went with, I'm not a fan of. It felt, the first part of the movie, when you're kind of seeing from the leprechaun's perspective, it felt like almost a Jurassic Park scene, and just the way he kills, it was like, am I watching Leprechaun or Jurassic Park 6? It just seemed like a velociraptor, carrying someone through the long grass. It didn't feel like a Leprechaun movie. When you actually see the leprechaun, he doesn't even have a human-like figure. He's like this mutated, shorter version of the creatures from The Descent. And he has like a predator type thing where he, can see body heat. And it's just, he's more of a creature than a leprechaun. There's no subplot of him looking for gold. That comes into play very little in the entire movie. It's just this monster that wants to kill and eat people. Which, like I said, has nothing whatsoever to do with the leprechaun. Which is why I don't understand. They could have done this and taken out like a few things, and you wouldn't know this was a Leprechaun movie. It just doesn't make sense. Just besides that, I mean, yeah, it was something that needed to be updated. I completely agree. But to completely change it to a creature feature and not even have that much lore or actual mythology in it, I don't know, that just really lost me and I didn't care for it. Beside that, beside my dislike of the entire direction they went in, the movie itself wasn't good. I think it was almost at the end of the film till there were any deaths. It took a very long time for any of the four of our main characters to even die or get hurt. Which is the point of a horror movie, to, kill off the people in the film, and it didn't happen until very late in the film. The pacing was bad, the acting wasn't good, and like I said, it just didn't feel like a Leprechaun movie. It could have been any, like, generic creature feature. So, taking all this into consideration, I would have to give Leprechaun Origins a 2 out of 10. It wasn't good. I don't recommend it. Even if you didn't like the original Leprechaun movies, you won't like this. It's not And I didn't even think I could say this, but it's definitely a downgrade from the original movies, and that's kind of hard to do. So yeah, that was my review of Leprechaun Origins for day 26 of the 31 Days of Horror. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Bye.